Hi guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Just Two Lassies. I'm Sam.
And I'm Nicki. Clink.
Clink, 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 here we go. Right, so I really need to vent for a little half a minute here. So I woke up this morning, right? And I felt like shit. Like I felt so low. Like, but I had the best sleep though. Like it's not like I was lacking sleep and I was up and down all night. Like I slept all the way through, but I was just
But sometimes you just wake up and out of nowhere you're down.
Yeah. Like what is that?
Exactly.
Like I was thinking I'm going to wake up feeling absolutely great.
Aye.
Undisturbed sleep. I actually
Your
had a long
expectations
lie.
were too high.
I know they were. I was like, let's go for 9:30, and then I got up at 7. I'm like, why are we doing this? Body clock. But yeah, so see when I got like that, I have this wee thing that I do that actually gets me up and out of bed when I feel like shit, and I just don't want to do the day, and I just want it to be a bed day.
Yeah.
So I get myself up, and I go and I pick my favourite outfit.
Oh aye.
So I went to the gym this morning and I put on my nice pink outfit. That's my power.
Yeah.
My
If you've not seen this, I feel sorry for you because you're getting asked like 2 scoops ice cream. So.
In time. So that's like my power outfit. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel feminine.
Yeah.
And see when I'm in the gym and I've done my hair and I put on some makeup and I lift heavier. Like it's psychologically it does something to you when you put effort in and you feel like you look good, like that, oh my god, that works so much for me.
See, I know what you mean, like sometimes when I'm in that place, especially the week before my period, and I'm not joking, I can sometimes be my own worst enemy because sometimes I tend to like wallow a wee bit, like I don't feel good and I'm very much like a home bird, so I just want to lock myself away.
Yep.
And I don't know if there's different levels of not feeling good. So see on those days where you're like, I do not have the energy even for myself, that's a day where I'm like, sounds pure gay, but like mental health day, where you're like, no, I'm just gonna survive today.
Yeah, it's a survival day.
It's a survival day. I'm just going to, like, I'll get up, I'll get changed, I'll wash my face, but I'm going to sit on the couch, I'm going to watch, like, particular YouTubers or things that I'm really into, and that's my survival day. And then there's other times where I'm like, let's get up, not necessarily makeup, I've got perioral dermatitis, so I'm trying to cure that, so we'll not do the makeup, but I'll make sure my hair's like sitting nice and that I do have a nice wee outfit, and maybe I'll go out to a cafe and sit, read a book, or just listen to music, or even watch a podcast. Or something like that.
It does though, but that's what works for you. That's your own thing to pull you out of that funk. Like, so even when like I was driving to the gym, I make sure I've got like my high vibe playlist on. Like, see, even if I'm still feeling a bit low and I'm like, oh, I still feel like shite, I've got my pre-workout in hand, that does the job anyway. But so I bang up the music as loud as it can go, I'm, like, you know, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm moving that energy, kind of try to shift it out, if you know what I mean, like get it going.
Do you know what's a good song for that?
What?
Limp Bizkit, Break Stuff.
Oh,
it's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked and everything sucks. And that's what I'm like. See the week before my periods, I'm going to the gym and I'm pure raging. I'm just like, I'm going to break stuff.
I'm going to break shit.
I'm going to break stuff, and it starts all in my mind.
Yeah.
You want to see the music video I make for that in my head? It's brutal.
I bet you, it's so good.
That's a record room.
Oh my god, we should do a record room. We should do a record room.
Christmas night out.
Belated Christmas night out in March. Yeah, so I do that, but then I also do my affirmations. I say my affirmations to myself to pick myself up.
See, affirmations are good. My therapist, which everyone should have, did say that to like reinforce an affirmation, so say it as like, I am strong. What you do is you get a bit of info or bring up a memory of a time that you were strong, and you go, I am strong because I got through X, Y, and Z, and it reinforces the belief and starts to instill it in your subconscious.
Oh, I love that.
So bring up something that reinforces that from your memory.
Right.
Because your brain's just like a massive just filing cabinet of just memories.
Yeah.
So bring something up that's going to support that, and that's evidence.
That's
and then
the
your brain's like, well,
right.
I'm strong because I did do X, Y, and Z.
Oh my God, that makes so much sense.
There
I
we
never
go.
thought of it like
I've just
that.
up-leveled your affirmations, mate.
The game has changed. Watch out.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, honey. Yeah, so but I've been doing them, right? But I've been, drinking my pre-workout. Because see, every time I'm drinking the pre-workout, it does something to me. Like I can feel my energy boosting as I'm drinking it.
Yeah.
So
not because it makes you out your tits, but also you're like saying, I am whatever, and there's a physical
like,
action to it as well. Oh my God, that
like
looks,
you can
that's
feel...
not dodgy. That's not what I mean. Get your heads out the gutter.
Behave yourself.
We're full of nonsense today.
We are full of nonsense today. Yeah, but it's those little things that make you.
Yeah.
You know?
With people, right, they've got one of two reactions to me, I've noticed. They either don't know how to take me, or they think I'm like quite funny and I laugh and light-hearted, blah, blah, blah. And there's like particular people, that don't know how to take me. And when I find this out, that they don't know how to take me, or I can feel that vibe, I just go for the wind up because I have so much fun. Because it's like a one-sided. It's not playground bullying. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying like I'm going to see how far I can push it because you don't know how to take me.
Yeah.
But usually with those types of people, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Because they're not in my. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
No, everybody's going to like you, and that's all right.
You're not
That's
here
fine.
to be liked by everybody.
Exactly.
Like.
So I would probably say like the silliness, the daftness, because when the question is posed, that's the first thing that comes into my head. And I usually think the first thing that comes into your head, just kind of run, wait and see.
Yeah.
So what makes you Samantha?
I don't take bullshit. I can see it a mile off. Like I can feel someone's energy. See if someone's like genuine and get pure intentions towards me, I can feel that. But see if I know someone is like, you know, lying or they're not being authentic.
You've got the nose of a bloodhound.
I can, yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Your bullshit meter's going off.
Oh, yeah, my radar, yeah, she's going off.
So you're in touch with your gut instinct then? Because that's what it's all about.
Aye. No, it's really strong, but there's obviously the moments where you just don't listen to it, and that's silly. Like, you know.
Yes, from last
That's
week.
got to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out.
That's
what that's got to do.
Exactly.
But like what you're saying, like, you know when people are not on your vibe, like don't know how to take you, I'm very much the same. I don't know if that's like a Libra thing then, because if I know someone doesn't like me, I'll make a point of being around where they are. Just to, I don't even know what it is. Is it to piss them off? Probably. Like, yeah. Let's see what type of reaction we can get. I'm feisty.
You're feisty.
Feisty.
That
With
could
the
be another
feistiness
thing.
in me. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it to be an arsehole. Like, I don't say anything to be an arsehole. I just like be in the same area.
Just like, I just want to kind of play with you.
Like, hello. It's me. Okay, so see when I want to feel in my girly, feminine energy, I like to put my headphones on and I walk, like either round the lock or even like if I'm actually just out shopping, I've got my headphones on, but I'll put my 90s playlist on, see my rom-com, and I'm like, you know what, right now I'm like, you know, Elle Woods or Lizzie McGuire, like I'm living my best life right now, nothing else matters, the world, you know, is right there for the taking.
10 Things I Hate About You, all the songs for that, American Pie, great playlist for American Pie.
Oh, brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, so you do that, and that's how you kind of like romanticise your life.
Like everything's falling into place. Like right now, I'm the main character, so if I've got an audience watching me from the outside right now, like what are they shouting at me?
I'm lost. I just seen somebody come
There's
through the door.
Nobody chat my door. Yeah, so at that point when I'm walking and I'm like listening to this music, my energy's going like high vibing. Imagine I'm main character, everyone else is watching, the audience is like, you know, what would they be shouting at me right now? Like, what's the plot twist? What's to come?
Yeah.
You know? That's my wee thing.
You do romanticise your life, the full
thing. Yeah.
I'm usually, see if I want to kind of do that thing or have like a day to myself, I always like get up early, hair, makeup, nice wee outfit, head over to Livingston, and I think I like Livingston Shopping Centre mainly because it's Don't fling your hot chocolate over your face. She's a makeup artist. She's a makeup artist.
Like, do
She's
yeah.
like, fuck it, avant-garde the day.
Morning.
Put that in. Put that in, Matty.
Yeah.
I go to, like,
sorry.
I go to Livingston, and obviously I like that shopping centre because it's all indoors. So there's no wind, no rain getting in my face, my gorgeous hair, my gorgeous makeup, you know. So I go there, I sit in muffin break. I do this all the time, right? I sit in muffin break, I get a wee breakfast, I people watch, and then after that, I just go to Primark and then work my way down the shops. I don't have my headphones in or anything like that. I just like to kind of be in amongst what's happening, people walking past, just people watching really, and just going for a wee shop. Like, I like to do that sort of thing.
Taking it all in.
Yeah, like it's my world and everybody else is just living in it.
Yeah, NPCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like doing that from time to time.
Do you like creating like stories for the people that walk by?
Oh, I've done like, you know, she looks like card 44, goes to Zoom on a Wednesday night, her marriage is failing. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a full...
Nothing positive there.
Well, I'm the main character. I think it's got a reason for me, innit?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course. I like to do that though, see when I'm out to dinner with like the girls and we see people like on a first date, we're like, is that a first date? Do you know? Or is that a second date? Like, how do they look together? Are they comfortable?
See
they
the
know?
couples that are on their phones at the table. I'm like, oh no!
No.
Love is gone.
To get my mind into the right flow of the day,
Yeah.
I go and I do my skincare. So when, like, I've got obviously my morning, night routine, but I make sure I've got like my high vibe music on. So I've got like this music. To be honest, I found the artist like through TikTok, but it's like affirmation music, but it's like I'm a bad bitch and all this, or like, you know, it's like good high vibe energy music.
Love it.
So yeah, I sing that to myself in the mirror when I'm doing like my skincare, just to get me on that right energy.
Yes.
And when I'm doing my makeup and my hair as well, it's just to like put me in that mindset of, you know what, today is a great fucking day. I get to decide if it's a good day.
We'll not talk about my Spotify playlist because they're in no order. It brings shame to my best friend. However, to get myself set up for the day, I'm a big fan of slow mornings. I do not like alarms going off and rushing around. I can't do that because I'm a faffer. So I account for faffing time, which means it's more a relaxed, slow morning than anything else. Obviously, I've got the luxury, well, we both do, that we work for ourselves, we can create our own diary, it's absolutely fine. But even if I'm doing a hair up at 8 o'clock in the morning or something, I will get up extra early in order to do this. But I get up, I need to make a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea in the morning, absolutely. And then I put like YouTube videos on, depending on what phase I'm going through with my YouTube. And then I do like my makeup, or I do my skincare, I fix my hair, I get dressed, and I'm just ready to leave the house. I'm not like running last minute, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
If anything, extra faffing time is just, it's what I need. I need everything to be slow and calm because I think sometimes I'm easily worried or easily harassed. So getting up, cup of tea, relaxing YouTube video, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And then if I'm driving to a wedding or anything like that, that's when you've got the high vibing music, like.
Yeah, there's different mornings that you have your go-to thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to really like get me going, the song, because I rediscovered it recently, it's Roachford, Cuddly Toy, right? And it's a proper 80s song. If you don't know it, get on Spotify right now and listen to it. It's one of these 80s kind of high vibing tunes, and you're like, oh no, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to kick doors off hinges,
let's
like
do
the full
this.
lot, aye.
I'm going to need to add that to my gym playlist.
Oh, do it, honestly. It's very 80s.
I see my gym playlist, that's like a bipolar playlist, that is all over the joint.
See, that's what I'm
Like,
talking about.
it's a nice surprise though, see when I'm in like mid-set, then it like switches up from being like Linkin Park and then it goes into like...
I mean, well, but in saying that, he was in the gym last week and he was like squatting, and he squats heavy, right? So, and he's there pish sweating at him, sweat
pissing at him.
Sweat pissing at him. And a Christmas song was on, but obviously it was in the middle of his set, so he can't stop it. So he's like, simply having off. A wonderful Christmas thing.
I mean, whatever gets you through that set, no judgments here.
No judgment.
No judgments.
There's no judgment. This is a safe space, everybody.
So like when you're coming in
Yeah.
from work, how do you switch off? Because obviously with our job, like being wedding, like hairstylist, makeup
Yeah.
artist, it takes a lot of energy out of you. So on
Yeah.
the way into a wedding, even though we're like driving at like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, we've got, you know, we've got our coffees, we've got our monsters, our bagels, whatever it is, and the drive in, we've got the music blaring because we need to set the energy level when we get in that room.
Well, you're
you know?
well, it's somebody's wedding day, so you're
Aye.
walking it essentially to a party when you think about it.
It's like girls get ready. Like
Oh,
before
yeah.
a night out. That's the kind
That's
of
the
that's
best
the
bit.
vibe is what it is. And that's why I fucking love it.
Oh my God, aye.
Great. But see after it, so that's like you're there for about 6 hours, sometimes 8 hours. It
yeah.
can be like, you know, your social battery's done. So the way home, whoever's not driving tends to sleep. It's a great drive home. But when I get home to unwind, like so a lot of the time we're back for like what 3 p.m, 4 p.m. I get in, literally dump everything, get straight into my fluffy jammies.
Oh
like
my God,
within
aye.
a minute of being in that door, I'm in my fluffy jammies. And I'm like to my kids, I'm like, right, one of you's in the hot water bottle, one of you's in the cup of tea. I'm going to lie down for 5 minutes and
Yeah.
shut my eyes.
See like a quick wee skank mash.
Oh,
Freshen up, do you know what I
That's
mean?
it,
You've
just a
been in a
wee-
wedding for hours, quick wee skank mash, jammies, whipped right
Yep.
on. And then depending if you've got, so, you know, you've got like house admin, where like maybe you need to clean the bathroom, maybe you need to deal with the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff, I do not sit in my arse until all that stuff's done. And then I have the green light to basically sit in my bum and YouTube videos, movies, whatever. I'm lying horizontal, I'm
Yeah.
not moving. I love to sit on my rear end. I do.
too.
If anything, it would probably be my problem if I let it. Because sometimes I'm partial to being lazy, or is it more procrastination?
I think it's probably more procrastination.
Procrastination more than anything else, because I do go out and I do graft, but procrastination wise, like sometimes I just want to start doing, but it's like it's my point, like I get everything done.
Yeah, so then
So
that way you
stuffy.
don't need to think about a checklist that you need to do though. And you can get it, that
exactly.
is, yeah.
I'll do that, and usually like he'll go to the gym after his work. If he finishes at 5:30, he'll go to the gym. So I've got a 2-hour window most nights to do my own thing, to spend time with myself, to unwind, and honestly, I cannot get enough of it.
Do you know what? Me time is so essential.
Yeah, I call
need
it Nicki time. You need your Sam time.
I need my Sam time. I don't function if I don't get my Sam time. Like,
Exactly, and I don't know about you, but I used to be a person that didn't like their own company, and now I can't get enough of it.
oh aye.
I just want to, can't
Yeah.
get enough of it.
Yeah.
Especially in our jobs, when we're going out to weddings, when we're doing it, you're talking to so many different people, you're talking a lot during that 6, 7, 8 hour period.
Yeah.
You want to come home, jammies on, sit with a cup of tea and just watch stuff.
I'm a mute.
Yes.
Like, the girls know that now, they understand it. So they know, right, we'll give mum space, or okay, we'll go and we'll chill out with mum and watch a movie.
Yeah.
But there's no pressure of like, oh, we need to go out and do something. It's Saturday night, none of that at all.
No.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
But I definitely need my Sam time. And my Sam time is great, by the way. Like, I fucking love Sam time.
See, I don't know if, have you seen Sex and the City?
No. The movies, yes. Don't hate me, guys. Don't.
What?
I know.
Well, there's a bit in it. The episode's called The Good Fight, if anybody wants to watch it. But in it, she talks about your secret single behaviour, the stuff that you would never want anybody, especially a guy, to see you do. So for me, I'm just like, picking my nose. No, I'm kidding. Picking my nose and my toes. No. The stuff I want to do is just be a lazy, disgusting gay, eat what the hell I want. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Be a slob.
just your secret single behaviour. Like, leave me alone to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not going to divulge it. It's a secret. It's
a secret.
secret single
We're
behaviour.
not at that level yet.
At that level yet.
No, we need to build trust, guys. Yeah, but I've got my own things that I like to do. that helps me unwind. And do you know what I'd done actually that I was so proud of myself, that the first thing I'd done this year?
Tell me.
I went to cinema by myself.
Did you do that?
I did it.
How fucking good is that?
It felt so empowering, by the way. Like, I loved it.
See, this is how I started to kind of combat my anxiety and build my confidence, was to go places by myself.
Yeah.
And the cinema was the first trip I went on to do that.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to the Odeon because I wasn't aware at the time that Showcase had the fancy recliner seats. So I ended up going to the Odeon at the Quay, which is fine because it's a half an hour drive. The park is basically free and I can listen to my music in the way in and like dance and sing, whatever. So I remember going for the first time, and obviously you go to the machine because I didn't want to go to a person because my anxiety was bad. So I went to the machine, but you had to have your card ready, and I was too in my head thinking I'm going to fumble in my purse to get this card. So as I was in the car, got my card out, walked to the cinema, went to the machine, went and got, because they've got a Costa in there, went for a Costa, went and sat in the cinema, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, like I'm doing this. And it began to build confidence in myself, the anxiety began to go, like the social anxiety, you know, of what would people think of me, sort of thing. And that began to go, and that's how I started to build my confidence. Then I would go for lunches by myself, dinners by myself, and it built up to spending 24 hours in London by myself, like, and I want to go solo holiday as well. I want to go, like, I want to do that. It's been something that's been on my list to do for 2 years now, and honestly I want to go, whether it's 4 or 5 days, I don't need to go for a week, but go for like 4 or 5 days solo holiday, like beach holiday, whether it be all inclusive at a family resort, obviously for safety, or just go like self-catering for 4 days. I mean, you can go to the supermarket, it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
And do that, but
I'm not at that level.
you're not at that.
I'm not there.
No,
I've
and
took the
that's
first
okay.
step. Like, I can do like go for breakfast, go for lunch on my own, like that sort of stuff. That's fine. I've not hit the let's do dinner on my own yet, or let's go solo travelling. Like that gives me the utter fear.
Which is funny because I would go a solo holiday tomorrow, but going to the gym by myself. And this is where you come in.
And that's, I frequently go to the gym by myself.
Exactly. So isn't that funny how there's different kind of levels of confidence and different kind of ways that we do things to build it. So Sam will go to the gym by herself and no bother, but going a solo holiday is just, that's not where she's at. But here we are.
I just get so scared that like I do something wrong, or like I get lost. You know, like try to navigate travel wise. Like obviously if you book it through like the travel agents and you get the shuttle bus to and from where you're going, that's fine. But see if it's not though, and I need to pay on taxis and stuff, no.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, that kind of fills me with anxiety, hence why I would go a package holiday to begin with. But I think once you do it, you build up the confidence, and then you just, you can try. I mean, I know folk that have went like backpacking and all that, and I think to myself, I just couldn't do that. I'm just not at that level.
You're not at that level yet.
But I'll be 4 or 5 days in Spain, Tenerife or something like that. I could do that, yeah.
You do that.
Twisting.
You do that.
I will, when I had money.
So, how do you combat, like, see when you have your like wee inner thoughts and all that, obviously you're talking about your anxiety and stuff, what's your way of dealing with all that, do you know what I mean? Like, see for me, right, see if I've got a day, right, when I'm overthinking and I'm stressing and I can't physically be in the house, because I get those days and I'm like, I just need to get out here, but I've got no plans, what the hell am I going to do? Do you know? I take myself a drive and I don't even care where it is. A lot of the time I'll be St Andrews actually, and it's like my home away from home. Like I feel so at peace there.
She's never off the beach.
I love the
St
beach.
Andrews.
I'm a Cancer rising, you know. Has to do with that. Must be. But that's where I go, and I have my music on. Again, music is my therapy. That is what it is.
Mate, listen, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, but that's my escape. That's where I go and I shut my brain off, and that's my escape.
That's where you are. I would say, what was the initial question?
How do you deal with your overthinking? Like, do you have a way of coping with it?
So it really depends. I need to pinpoint, one, am I due my period? Because that would be the answer as to why I'm feeling a certain way. If I'm not due my period and I'm having a down day, I first of all speak nicely to myself. You're okay, everything's all right. It's just your hormones, or you're feeling off, or you're feeling you ate fucking 4 donuts out of a packet, you greasy cow. You are what you eat, you big donut. That's probably why you're feeling, you know, kind of down and sluggish and whatever. Wasn't procrastinating eating the donuts, that's for sure. But initially I'm just like, right, we're feeling this because of this, but look at what we've got. We've got a roof over our head. You know, it's almost like I'm having this conversation, like there's 2 versions of me. The one that's overthinking and the one that's like cool, calm and collected. And the cool, calm and collected version needs to go, you're okay, everything's fine, you're safe. And obviously me and my boyfriend live together. So I'll say to him, you know, I'm really not feeling good today, and he'll just listen. And sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, or I'll voice note Amy, or I'll phone my mum or my sister, and then just, you know, say my concerns, especially if I can't pull myself out of it, which happens. Sometimes I can't pull myself out of it, and that's when I have the survival days, where today I'm just making sure I get through today, because I've got no energy. I don't even have energy for myself. How can I possibly give it to anybody? I don't have anything to give. I've got nothing to give you. Therefore I feel like a burden, and I just want to have a survival day.
It's good though that you can go, you get your people that you can go talk to. Like, I've got people obviously I can go talk to, like you guys and like my family, but I choose not to. That's why I go, I'm like,
because you feel like a burden.
I feel like a burden.
Too much the now.
But I need to process it myself first before I can talk to someone else about it. I need to fully understand.
Could it be a case of, because this can happen to me as well, where like you know something's wrong but you don't know what's wrong, and then you need to take that time to figure it out for yourself, and then you can go speak to people, because you're like, oh, I figured it out. Because there's some days where, especially the week before my period,
Doing this week.
That'll be another episode. That'll definitely be an episode. When I'm just like, I'm irritable, I'm annoyed, and I'm like, babe, it's the hormones. It is the hormones, like that is it. But it's hard.
It's
hard when you're feeling like that. As I said, like just trying to like survive through the day. You need to remember, it's no one else's fault that you feel a certain way. No one else's fault. You need to take responsibility for yourself and hold yourself accountable for the fact that you just don't feel good today. So what I do is I take myself away, hence the survival day.
That's what I mean. So my survival day would be me going away, like physically going away. And I would just lie there, lie on the beach. Even if it's cold, I'll have my big jacket on that day, do you know? But I'll still sit there and I'll have my journal. The phone will be on Do Not Disturb in my bag, and I will write everything, all the bullshit that's in my head will be getting written down, and just whoosh, goodbye. Throw it to the ocean. But that's how I cope. And then once I process that and I'm home, then I can be like, right, okay, now I need to have a chat with my mum. You know?
And then you know what's up. Right, okay.
Yeah. What's your advice of getting into like, your own authentic energy, set yourself up and go for the day that you want to have?
Basically, take the cotton wool out your ears and put it in your mouth, and sometimes you just need to be quiet. Just be quiet, because really the answer is in here. Like you'll figure out what's up, or I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Mine would be to have a set morning routine that you know when you wake up, that's how you're starting your day. And if that includes affirmations, get them in there. You know, it's something that you do every morning that makes you feel your best and puts you in your best mindset. You know, that brings out the most authentic version of you. Like,
and by the way, this is easier said than done. Like, you cannot have great, amazing days every single day. At the end of the day, we're human beings. We're going to go through the motions of life. Things are going to happen. Unexpected things are going to happen. Great things are going to happen. And you just need to kind of go with the ebbs and flow of life.
Just learning how to deal with it all.
Exactly, learn how to deal with it. Like, you're not going to have all the answers. I think that's important to know as well. And your opinion isn't the only opinion on the planet. The best thing to do is, if you're getting up in the morning and you're just feeling unmotivated and you can't be bothered, get up, make yourself a cup of tea, and just sit there and be like, right, what have I got? I've got a roof over my head, I've got a job, I've got enough money to put food on the table, I've got people around me that really love me, that want to be here for me, that if I was to pick up the phone, they'd be there. And that honestly is what matters in life. You know, having a big house, whatever, having big fancy cars, whatever, and like, it doesn't mean anything, that's just stuff.
Can't take them to the grave with you.
You can't. No. Whereas the connections and the relationships you make with people, how you spend your life and who you spend your life with is essentially what really matters. So just remind yourself, oh yeah, I have this. And if it is a survival day and you've not got the energy,
that's okay.
To get up, that is okay. If you need to take a wee mental health day, knock yourself out. If you want to stay in your jammies all day, listen, do your thing. Some days I need to do that. And the last couple of months, especially at the start of January, and I don't really know why, but at the start of January, I was just very much like, I'm having a lot of survival days.
It's the January blues, mate.
It's the January blues.
I was the same.
It's a thing.
I was the exact same.
Yeah. So if you need to take a survival day, do you, honestly. There's zero people judging you, especially the people that love you.
Oh God.
People that love you are not going to judge you. They're just going to be like, totally get it, do you.
So we're also interested in what you guys do to romanticise your life.
Oh yeah.
And what makes you, like how do you get into your authentic energy? Like I want to know like what other people's things are, you know? Like,
because really, like, we're just two lassies. Aren't we? We're just two lassies, right? Bog standard normal human beings.
Yeah.
And I love hearing what other people have to say. I love to hear what other people are up to, like, and how you cope with stuff. Again,
we're all different. We've all got our ways of coping with things. Yeah.
And this is the thing, like, we should be celebrating our differences.
Yeah.
That's what we should be doing. And we've not got all the answers, neither do yous, but actually we can just all help each other, little snippets.
Yeah.
Little advice tapas.
Love that. Advice tapas. I love that. Well, there you go. That's episode 2. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Cut. Yay, cut.